everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to do some upgrades to my HP mid-tower desktop. I am going to install a Blu-ray DVD drive, and I am going to install more memory. Now, in the previous video, I did hardware analysis and I found out what the memory was. So, to restate, it's DDR3. These are DDR3. So, to get started here, we are going to pull the back off this, the side off the machine, the case actually. There we go. So this is the inside as you saw before. So everything is PCI Express, as you can see here. So I'm going to turn the machine up. I am going to undo these. Right. So now this comes off. And now you can see this. So I just wanted to check everything. These are the USB ports and all that. So on this particular case, some OEM manufacturers use something like this to get. So what I do is I pick it up, move it like that, pick this up, and push that out. Now the drive is free. So before I take the drive out, I gotta disconnect it. So I disconnected it. And you have to hold it out and the drive comes out perfectly. This is a LightScribe DVD burner. I had one before. So now I take the Blu-ray and put it in there. There we go. Okay. So that's as far as back as this is going to go. So now what we do is I got to adjust it. I got to make sure that the holes line up. So there we go. There we go. So the drive is now in there and it's not going to move. So now the only issue I may have, and I had this on another HP, is this plastic piece right here. I might have to sand the inside of it down a little bit, but that'll be the only thing I would have to do. So now we put the front back on, and there we go. So now turning the machine down, I'll take the memory here, but before I do that I got to clean those ports out. So I gotta let that settle for a bit. So Whoa, that was cold. But meanwhile, okay, so I know that I wanted to change out the power supply. I am not going to do that right now. I'll do that at some point because I want to keep the e-machine running for different purposes. So basically what I did is I took the drive out of this one and the drive out of the e-machine, which is just directly off camera. I'm putting the Blu-ray in here and I'm going to put the LightScribe into the e-machine. Let me get one of the specialized cloth here and dry that off real quick. There we go. I just wanted to make sure I dried it off. I didn't want moisture touching that. So, look on here. Open this up. Yes, I know the memory is in a case. But that is okay. There we go. So memory's all in there. And I got to hook up the Blu-ray real quick. So there we go. There we go. And there you have it. So what I'm going to do is when I boot it up, we'll see the differences here. So now that everything has been upgraded, what I'm going to do is I will power it on, and I'm going to power it on with the side of the case off. And the reason I am doing that is so just in case something does happen, I'll be able to catch it sooner rather than later. Because with the side of the case on, you may not be able to catch it. So the hard drive is staying, this is new memory, and a drive. That's all the upgrades I'm going to do to this machine right now. So just give me a minute and I will be back shortly. All right, give me just a second. Got to make sure that everything is right. There we go. Alright, I am having some technical difficulties. So I will be back in a second. Okay, so the computer is back up and running. The memory, the SODIMMs basically, not SODIMMs, the DIMM, which stands for dual inline module. SODIMMs are for laptop, this is a desktop. The memory modules were in the wrong slots. So just like the Dell and other HPs, the factory memory has to have one stick in slot 1, which is closest to the CPU. These were in slots 3 and 4, not 1 and 2. So when I put the new memory in those slots, the computer did not know how to handle it. I swapped that. It's fine. As you can see, it works. All right, so we're going to do start Windows normally. And then I'll use the HW Info 64. And then we'll see how much memory this thing is currently running. Okay, as you can see, it is quite a bit faster than what it was, which is what I need and which is what I want as well. Now, I had the two new sticks of memory on another machine, which I'm not currently using. The board limitations are so low that it's not worth keeping the memory on that, so I put it in here. Okay, so we're going to go HW Info 64. And we'll see how much memory is now in the machine. Oh, whoops. That was the setup. So here's what I am going to do. I am going to go through, I'm going to do it the Windows way, and then I'm going to look at that and we'll see what it is just to make sure that they match up. And so I have 12 gigs of memory, which is fine. That's what I want. That's more than I want. I wanted like maybe 8, but I'll take this. So now that the machine has this memory, I could do other things with it. I could install modern day hardware. I could do this. I could do that. Now I have a machine that is usable to do the new or modern day stuff. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. So once I get that loaded, we could see what's going on with that. We could look at the stuff. We could do this. We could do that. taking a little longer than I would like it to, but still trying to figure stuff out. So what I am going to do in another video is I am going to upgrade to Windows 11, and I want to see if this basically dock will stay. Here's why I want to do that. Just in case somebody has a factory machine and they want to go to Windows 10, I could say, yes, you can do that. So, but that'll be another video. So, I click Start. It's going to find all the data that it needs. So, once it's done gathering its information, we'll have an in-depth look of what is going on. Now it's going to take a little longer because it has to analyze that new memory that I just installed. All right, here we go. So everything on this side is going to be the same. The motherboard is going to be the same. The memory will change. So, as I stated, it's DDR3. So, if I come down here, it's giving me the as you had seen, it's a different manufacturer of memory. So, bank 0 and 1. Let me rephrase that. I always forget this myself. The slot closest to the CPU will be slot number 0. Slot 1 is next to it. Slot 2 is next to that. Slot 3 is that. And slot stands for like socket. Because in the computer world, let me reiterate, it starts with 0. So I have what they call two different, sorry, I couldn't think of the word. Two different makes of memory, but they work well together. Otherwise, the computer would be acting very, very funny. So anyway, with that said, that is it for this video. Please comment, like, subscribe, and click that bell for more notifications.